We are live. Sorry, I'm laughing because if people would have just seen what was going on behind the scenes, it was funny. He was just trying to adjust himself. Not down there. I
was in a bit of a tears when I was having a bit of a drama.
He was all over the gaff. But welcome to another edition of Friday Night Pint. Nicky will be joining us soon. He's just running a little bit late. He'll be here in a few minutes. Welcome to everyone in the chat. Welcome to everyone across the world. Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever. Scott, Graham, how you doing?
Very good, mate.
Thanks, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. What are you drinking down there, Gray? On the bottom row?
The usual. Bit JD.
Scott?
Corona tonight, mate.
Well, do you know what? I did promise you the other day, didn't I was going to get a beer. And do you know what? He's only gone and pulled it out of the bag.
He's only done it.
Excuse me, in a West Ham Fan TV pint glass.
He's only done it, hasn't he?
Cheers, boys.
Scott, you know when you do your awkward wave, you even hold the pint glass awkward either.
Well, it's been how's your week been? Apart from Wednesday night cup game, how's your week been?
Yeah, pretty busy up till today.
You had a good week, Graham?
Not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Thank you for asking, Graham. Thank you for asking. I've had a lovely week, apart from Wednesday night, of course. But we'll talk a little bit about that cup game in a minute. Scott, you had a good week?
Yeah, mate. I've had a really good week actually. It's I've enjoyed this week, apart from Wednesday night. You know, great start to the week, weren't it? And it was all going well, and in typical fashion.
That's all right. I think we'll all take that result if we beat Leicester on Sunday. Everyone in the chat, how you doing? What you drinking? Get involved. So yeah, let's start off with that cup game because we didn't do a post-match pint. So let's talk a little bit about it before we get into the good news that we made a signing today. And it looks like there may be a couple more coming, which we'll talk about in a little while. Yeah, it weren't great, was it?
No. But then
it's Scott Frown.
Goodison's always a tough place to go, isn't it?
No.
You know.
You're right, Scott.
The way Everton have been playing the opening 3 league games have been.
Well, I was very surprised with Everton's team selection, to be fair. It was a really strong starting lineup. Arm was strong as well, but yeah, I don't know. It was disappointing. Obviously, no substitutions. When that game was 2-1, 20 minutes to go, you know, he could have made a couple of subs and we could have gone for it and maybe nicked the game ourselves. But it is what it is. Overall, was it a 4-1 game? Probably not. But I'm disappointed to be out of the cup. We had, you know.
But that's the thing, isn't it? It's they've put a strong team out because they see this as an opportunity to get some silverware, which is what we were saying the other night that this is a cup that we should be going for. I've done the preview; it ain't gone up yet, but I said that in there.
Drop that one in there.
You know, one of the things is that as fans, right? You want memories of your football team, and your main memories that stick in your mind are the trophies that you win. 40 years, and all we've got to show for it is the Inter2 Bob Cup. That's it.
And a couple of playoff trophies. Chuck them in there, and a Betway Cup. Yeah. Do not disrespect the Betway trophy.
No.
And we were 30 seconds away from winning the FA Cup 14 years ago.
But
exactly. So leave us alone, Scott. We've had a great time. Scott keeps freezing. What's happening, Scott?
What's going on?
What's the matter? What's great? What's happening with Scott?
What happens?
Sort him out.
I don't know. My internet's playing up. Let me go and kick either the missus or the boy off the internet, and then.
Oh, that's not nice. We don't condone that sort of violence on here, but go and do it. Hurry up, Scott.
That's why I'm going to drop her a message.
See, look, that is the modern day. You don't even have to get up off your ass. You just text them. Oh. Anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, we were saying last Friday, weren't we? You know, if some of the
Matt Powell says, get him a new camera for Christmas, Ryan. He earns more money than me, mate. He should be buying me a camera.
I don't know what you know. It's been working fine all week. All week, I had everything running, and now it's playing up, and I don't know why.
That's just one of them things, isn't it? Can see our little stalkers back in the chat room. Obviously, Board probably doing his own channel, so he's probably jumped on our channel. But yeah, we're just giving the old little block. So we'll probably see him pop up a couple more times during the night. But that's how sad people are, you know what I mean? Right, let's get on. Woke up this morning. No, I'm not a morning person, Scott. But you wake up, you check your phone, didn't you? You go, and West Ham put out a little tweet this morning that we signed someone. Now, Scott, I know you like pronouncing names, so I'm going to let you get on with this one.
We were trying to pronounce this beforehand, weren't we?
Right, we're going to give it a go. Ready? So, it's pronounced Vladimír Coufal. I hope I've got that right, but I'm sure that's right. If it ain't, then I know people have been saying Coufal, but apparently it is Vladimír Coufal. So
is it Coufal or Soufal?
Soufal.
Yeah, I said Coufal in the preview, so yeah, I'll get it wrong, but yeah.
Anyway, he's a 28-year-old right back from Slavia Prague, Czech international, come highly recommended by Thomas Souček. So it can't be too bad. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know too much about him.
Nope.
I think the only time I've ever seen him play is when the Czech Republic played England. And yeah, that's about as much as I know about him. But as I said, he comes highly recommended by Souček. Obviously, they're good friends. So, yeah, listen, it's no secret that we needed a new right back, especially with Fredericks getting injured the other day. Looks like he's going to be out for a month. You can't put all of it on Ben Johnson. So, yeah, look, he looks like, from what I've seen in just the videos that have gone up today, he looks like he's settled in already, which is good. And he'll probably start against Leicester. He's fit. He's been playing. So, chuck him straight in.
Yeah. I don't see one. I mean, I think I saw a bit like before we signed Souček. I'd seen little bits and bobs in, because they was in the Champions League, weren't they? Last year, I saw.
Well, the main thing is, he only
didn't look a bad player, to be fair.
Yeah, he's only just signed a sort of new deal with Slavia Prague. So, and we've got him for, what is it, about £6 million that we're paying over the next 40, 50 years, 10 quid a week, like the old catalogue days. But look, I don't care how we pay it as long as we get players in. But yeah, he's three-year deal with an option for a further 2. So
the thing is, it's a player we've needed. We know we've needed a new right back since
right back.
Since before. So it's good getting him in. He seems. I think having Souček there, and he knows Souček, it'll help him settle in a bit as well. So hopefully, he can,
I like the announcement video, the teaser video that the club done with the checkmate when Souček was playing chess, and he just looks up and goes checkmate, and you thought, oh yeah, either that. Or that's how low we got, and we're just posting videos of players playing chess now. So yeah, it was a nice way to start the Friday morning. I like Fridays anyway, because the weekends. I wake up on a Friday morning knowing I'll get to spend my Friday night with you boys. So I'm always happy on a Friday anyway.
Best time of the week, mate. Best time of the week.
Yeah, best time of the week, mate. Friday nights.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, it's a player. It's one through the door. We said last week that we're hoping to get at least 2 or 3 signings in. We have been linked with a couple more centre backs today, and yesterday I heard that Ruben Loftus-Cheek could be a player that we sort of bring in. Nothing to do with Declan Rice going the other way. So if we was to bring him in and a centre back, would you say it's been a sort of successful transfer window, or do you think we needed another striker in at least?
I'd say we probably needed another, because I'd say if anything happens to Antonio Alea, we're stuffed.
I think if anything happens to Antonio, we're stuffed at the minute, mate, because we don't seem to play in the Premier League anyway to Alea strengths. We rely so much on Antonio's work rate that not having another striker on the bench or not having another striker within the squad, is going to cause us a lot of problems further down the line, because you can't rely. We relied heavily on Antonio being fit for them last 11 games after lockdown, and lucky enough he was. But, relying on him for the whole season, look, Alai's a good player and he does score goals, but the way we play.
Don't play to his strengths.
Yeah, and that's the worrying thing is if we do lose him, we're going to be back like the situation we were before when we were playing one up front and asking Hernandez to hold the ball up. You know, it's worrying.
Roy May Jr. says we need a 9th winger. Yeah, that's a good point. I think one more. Or should we round it up to 10? So we've got 10 wingers. 10 wingers.
I like an even number. I like an even number.
2 left backs, 3 right backs, and a partridge in a pear tree.
I can see someone going before the window shuts.
As long as it ain't Rice, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. The thing is, if we can get another signing in, personally, I prefer a striker. I don't really feel we need another centre half, if I'm honest.
I think we do. I think that is one area that we need to strengthen.
Even with Diop, Balbuena, or Bonner, Rice can come in there.
Yeah, but did you see Rice? See, this was very clever from West Ham the other night. Chelsea want to sign Rice as a centre back, so we put him centre back to make him look shit at centre back. So now they don't want him. So now I see, always thinking, West Ham.
I just think that with Rice playing,
thinking, down there dancing.
That's right, Graham.
He needs the right player alongside him, you know. And if you're going to play centre back, realistically, you want Rice and Bonner playing together. You know, and have a bit of protection from the midfield. Let's be honest. Towards the end of that second half, there was no protection for the defence from the midfield at all. And this is where where we were saying on the night of the criticism of the no substitutions. And you know, as people started sitting there saying that we criticise a bit too much of Moyes, and it's not. It's just we can all see that he takes too long. He differs on his substitutions, and we were the only team in the Carabao Cup not to make one substitution in the whole competition.
I think it was clear to see. I mean, I wouldn't like to say West Ham threw that game, but I don't think they was too bothered about going out, if I'm honest.
I don't think so.
Maybe not the players. I don't know. As a player, you know, you want to win every game, didn't you? Surely, you know.
I think it's as much as I'll criticise Moyes for the substitution thing. I think he's trying to do a job with one arm tied behind his back.
Oh, definitely.
You know, and I think this is the problem that we've got, and this is why I don't think we really went for it the other night.
Well, I mean, we were saying last week, weren't we, about the interview on the radio, you know, and Sullivan moaning about having to go to Everton for a cup game. You know, you win that, you're 2 games away from Wembley.
Exactly. They said it, and that's like I don't understand, because you know, you get to Wembley, you get the money for getting there in the competition, you get the money. You normally get the gate receipt and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, Bold would be thinking of the money, but for the fans, we just want to see our club win something. We want to, or at least challenge, try and win something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this goes back to what I've touched on in the preview and what I said earlier on. It's what you remember. You know, so what? We finished 15th in the Premier League. We finished 10th in the Premier League. Big deal.
I mean, like we were saying, Wigan won the FA Cup, and they got relegated. But those fans will have that memory for the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly, and that's what really frustrates me. The emphasis on, you know, one of the comments when we were doing the watch along of the Everton game, when we're sitting there saying players, and they said, you know, Everton have lost 3 players through injury in one game. That happens in football. We could pick up 3 injuries against Leicester. It happens. You know, I understand rotating the squad. I get the understanding behind it. I get the fact that, you know, to chairman, the big deal is staying in the Premier League, but to us, it's not.
Joseph Robbins says, trouble with West Ham is you still ain't replaced Moorhurst and Peters. Do you know what? And he says, I ain't joking. So he's being serious as well. But yeah. Do you know what? It was disappointing, wasn't it? It was disappointing to go in the cup. But I mean, the thing is today, the story come out about David Moyes and David Sullivan. Apparently they've been at loggerheads, you know, over transfers, and obviously you don't want to put 2 and 2 together, but obviously David Moyes is still not going to be in charge against Leicester on Sunday. And I know that it's come out tonight that apparently it's another failed coronavirus test, but could there be something going on behind the scenes? Is Moyes like, I don't know. I wouldn't say he'd refuse to take, you know, charge of the team because he's a football manager at the end of the day. He wants to prove everyone wrong. But I don't know. It just seems something a little bit strange. And with that story coming out today, now I know it was leaked by Claret and Hugh, and I don't know if they're on the little wind up, but I read the story and I thought, there might be something behind that.
As well, the fact that apparently he didn't watch the whole of the Everton game.
Well, to be fair, mate, I mean, I paid a tenner to watch it on that Capital, whatever it's called, the Carabao Cup stream, and that kept fucking kicking me out and freezing. So maybe David Moyes just went, fuck this, and he just threw his laptop. Then David Moyes tweeted Irvine out.
That's the funny thing is, you watched it on the official channel, kept getting kicked out. I watched it on the dodgy channel and had no problems.
Well, that's how you roll, innit? They take your tenner and then they just screw you over. Must have been David Sullivan must own that.
Not that Scott condones watching it on dodgy streams or anything.
Well, I don't condone
he
it.
loves a dodgy stream,
I agree. As much as I'm a big advocate for competition and things like that, and I don't get more channels are meant to have. Let BT have a share and Amazon have a share, and it's meant to drive the price down so that the consumer benefits. None of us benefit because we all have to weigh out more and more money just to watch the sport that we love.
The annoying thing, I mean, the thing is that all the National Leagues games are going to be streamed. They're going to be aired free to view.
Yeah,
that's National League.
But that's that. Yeah, that's National League, and they'll get sponsorship probably through that because people are going to see that they're on air.
But the annoying thing is, Scott, you can go. Like I've been away during the season. I've been like Egypt or I've been in Germany, and you can watch Premier League games in those countries.
Exactly, and that's
you can't watch them in the country the league's being played in.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
Pay for it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But the thing is, I'd be happy to pay for it if you got a season pass and you can watch all the 3 o'clock kickoffs. I don't mind. I'm still going West Ham every opportunity I get, but at the moment, this is the thing. You're held to ransom. If you haven't got Sky or BT Sport or Amazon Prime, you can't watch football.
Yeah.
And it's wrong.
Just looking at, obviously, there's been another Sky Sports News has just reported that we've apparently made a bid for a 24-year-old Croatia international. What's his name, yeah? Oh, fuck off. How are you supposed to pronounce that?
How's it spelled?
Right. It's Kaleta. Oh, I'm going to say surname. Kaleta Carr. He's a 24-year-old Croatian international anyway, and he's from Marseille. So, look, that's it. Rob's got it right. We're just going to call him Jim. So, West Ham apparently a £20 million bid. I think we're so desperate for a centre back. I think, Gray, you might as well keep your phone on Monday, mate, because you might get a call up.
I'll get me Copper Mundials out the shed.
Mate, do it. Dust them off now. In fact, go and get them now. We'll watch you do it.
Isn't it amazing how, towards the end of this last season, I think it was, when Moyes come out and they said, they're going to be looking for young, hungry players from the Championship, and we ain't signed any of them.
No.
and let one hungry player who played in the Championship last season go.
Yeah. I've seen so many names being touted around today that we're linked with. I can see us getting in a look. West Ham. It's breaking news. West Ham made £20 million bid for Marseille centre back Kaleta Carr. I can't say the first name. D-U-J-E. What's that? Duji Dan. Oh, why can't we just sign like fucking
Joe Bloggs?
Yeah, Joe Bloggs.
Should we just be like Trigger and just call him Dave?
Yeah, Dave. Everyone that West Ham sign now in future is called Dave. And if we find someone that is actually called Dave, we're calling him Rodney.
After Dave.
Yeah, after Dave. Oh.
But yeah, this look, it's good we're signing players. We ain't going to moan. It's really good.
Well, we signed one. Well, we signed two in this transfer window. Obviously, it was Souček. And obviously, today we signed his mate, checkmate, So hopefully, if we can get another 2 signings in, as I said, I'll be happy with another centre back. And if I know rumours are that apparently Ross Barkley was a target for us, but he wanted too much money, and they've turned their attentions to Loftus-Cheek. So if we could bring Loftus-Cheek in, a midfield 3 of Loftus-Cheek, Souček, and Rice wouldn't be bad, because Loftus-Cheek likes to get the ball on the floor and take people on. So, and he's obviously big presence as well in the box, and he'll be a big presence in the centre mid as well.
I said this. Loftus-Cheek's a good player. I just don't like his injury record. And
he fits in well at West Ham.
He'll fit right in.
That's the problem for me, is that injury-prone players. We don't want injury-prone players. Look, I know you can get a player in. Look at Souček. He comes in, never been injured in his career. Comes in within 3 games, he goes down injured.
Yeah, but Loftus-Cheek could come in and he'll have his own bed in the Andy Carroll wing that we've got fitted at the London Stadium. So,
but this is a problem,
Sponsored by Jack Wilshere.
We can't afford to have players like that. Look, Loftus-Cheek is a very, very good player, and he will benefit the side so long as he's fit. And too many players have been in our club who we sit there and say, yeah, he's going to be a really good player so long as he's fit. Andy Carroll and Jack Wilshere are the two ones that are most, most outstanding of that group.
I know. Just quickly, I know this ain't football related, but we was just talking about obviously Rodney and Dave, and someone said their sad news about Nicholas in the son passing away yesterday. Yeah, it was very sad news. 19 years old. We always think of obviously Nicholas Lyndhurst played Rodney Trotter as Rodney Trotter, but yeah, for any parent to go through that is sad. So yeah, it was sad reading that yesterday.
Never have to bury your kids, mate.
Never
have to bury your kids.
Hammer Dread, #GSB out. Rumours are Souček's got no friends left off. So our window is over. Well, you never know. We'll have to see what his mum and dad are doing. See if they fancy a game on Sunday or whatever.
I think it's good. It's good that we're getting him in. It's good he's come recommended, and Souček's probably had an involvement in getting him to the club as well. So, to be fair, it's not much different to what Wolves have done when they sign players. They try and keep the balance of the players. That's why they sign quite a few Portuguese, to make things more comfortable for them when they're trying to settle in and things like that within the club. So the fact that we're bringing in a player in a position that we actually need, and he's friends with someone or he knows someone within the club, it makes the transition and moving from a different country to a new country much more easier. And hopefully he'll settle in and hit the ground running just as Souček did.
Yeah,
if he can be half as good as what Souček is, we've got a good player there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Garino 1971. Boys, if you get Graham on the top row, we'll beat Leicester. Trust the lucky eyebrows. Do you know what? Graham was on the top row, and then Scott come in and slid at the top, mate. He knocked Graham off, mate. It was like, honestly, I didn't know what to do. But if you remember,
it got awkward for a bit. It was awkward.
if he last time we had a Czech right back was if I remember rightly, Thomas Repka. Let's hope that he's got a bit of his fight, a bit of his passion, and yeah, look, you don't play for your national team if you're I say that Titus Bramble played for England, but you know what I mean.
As long as he don't give penalties away like Repka, we'll be all right.
Well, let's be honest. We don't want him to start his career at West Ham the same way Repka did. Was it 2 red cards in his first 3 games?
Yeah, and then he tries fighting.
Yeah.
What a nutter he was. What a player he was for us.
Oh, he was great. He was great. And but the thing is, he's an experienced player. He's an international player. He's played in. Did he play in the Europa League?
Do you ever remember that story about when we trained at Chadwell and he left his Ferrari with the car cleaners down the road, and he went down there to pick his car up, and there was a scratch on there, and he come back with like a baseball bat or something, threatening to smash everyone up because they scratched the car.
I remember my brother was saying, because my brother used to do over at the park used to do St John's match day, and he said he went half time come. He said he's gone round the bit where he could have a cigarette and that. Repka half time having a fag.
Yeah. Legend, mate.
Yeah, proper Sunday league.
Great player. I remember when he nearly scored in the player final against Preston when he hit the post.
Yeah, I remember that.
Man, great play. His last ever game for us was against Fulham. Remember where that game when Anton Ferdinand scored that world-class goal and Yossi Benayoun scored the chip, and that was Repka's last game for us. But yeah, no, he was a great servant to West Ham. Stuck with us when we were in the Championship, and yeah, he'll always be welcome down. I was going to say down to Upton Park. You don't want to go there because no one want to be there. But yeah, I'd love to. That's someone that you'd love to have a little bit a nice pint with.
Yeah,
nice little chin
on. The old Chet beer is good.
You
could tell he loved playing for the club as well.
Yeah,
you could tell he loved playing for the club.
He became a bit of a cult hero, didn't he? You know,
he's one of them players that he started, as you said earlier, that he started off with a shaky relationship with the fans, but then the fans grew to love him. And,
because he put everything in, you know, and that's the thing. After time, you don't have to be the best player in the world, so as you put in the effort, and he didn't lack effort.
Rumors the other day that Scott Parker was going to put a bid in for Mark Noble on loan for the rest of the season. I can't see that happening. I can't see Mark Noble playing for anyone else.
I'll be very, very surprised if that happened.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? The thing is, when I heard it, you sort of think, yeah, there's truth in it, because obviously Scott Parker will know Mark Noble from his days. He wants someone that will help battle, because Fulham are in trouble, isn't they? So, hold up. Gray, give me a 5-second countdown, mate.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom!
He's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Nicky's back.
Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back in HD as well?
He gets top row. Yeah, just leave me out now. Leave me out. Bang out of order. Out of order.
Scott.
Bang out of order.
Scott.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey! Yes. That's it. I can retire now. I can retire. Top row.
Just log off. Just log off and go home.
I'm done. I'll see you later, everyone. Cheers. Thanks for watching.
Oh, mate.
Nick's going to have to shout us out to do that.
No, don't show anyone, Nick. Just fucking keep it a secret. I can't hear him.
Your audio's not working, mate.
No audio, Nick.
You've muted yourself. That's it.
He's just smiling at the camera. I'm getting all awkward.
1 second.
Oh, there you are.
Hey, there dulcet tones are coming through.
Oh, we heard him for a second, and then he spun round on the chair. Imagine he fell off the chair.
He's talking to the door.
He's talking to the door. Look, there's no one there, Nick.
What's happened?
So I'm having delusions.
Anyway, Nick, before we carry on, how you doing, mate? I know you was on the watch along the other day, but you look a lot better than you did the other day. You looked very tired the other day, mate.
I'm sore. That's it.
I'm
Don't make me laugh.
sore.
I was just thinking, it must kill you when you have to laugh.
You're looking well, though, mate. How'd the operation go? Everything will go all right? You when do we start calling you Nicola?
Yeah, it's they got me dick in a tray somewhere.
I can't wait to see you flip on that black syrup.
The beard will fall off any time soon. So,
I can't wait to see you put on that black wig and that nice little cocktail dress with them boots.
Is you gonna put that dress that Graham had hanging up on the wardrobe the other night?
Sorry, mate.
You're gonna put that black dress on Graham keeps having up on the wardrobe?
Yeah, I borrowed it off of him.
Anyway, Nick, just before you come on, Graham was just saying how he don't get what all the hate towards GSB is, and he thinks people should start backing them now that we've made a transfer today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Such a liar, Such a liar.
What do you think of the new signing, Nicky James Hawkins?
I don't know much about him. I don't think anyone does really, if they're going to be honest to themselves. But I've watched YouTube clips, but he looks good. But I tell you what, you could probably put a compilation of me together when I used to play and make me look fucking good. So
Yeah, just show Nicky warming up with a fag in his mouth.
with his Jimmy Grimble shorts on.
They weren't Jimmy Grimble shorts, man. They were Kylie hot pants.
Yeah, them ones looked like they were painted on. But look, he had Speedos on. They were shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Stop laughing.
I just remember that day. That was so funny.
Yeah, Barkley Borough away,
yeah,
man.
Nicky turned up late and got the last pair of shorts in the bag. And they, oh, my God.
But then Nicky's cousin had a big pair of shorts on. He wouldn't swap with him.
He's going, Billy, give me shorts with that.
Yeah, look, you have to play before I can. A bit like Suchek, really. I didn't know much about Suchek before he come. He'll have to play, but he looks happy to be here, which is something.
Well, I'm not surprised. He's probably gone from 30 grand a week to about 90 grand a week. I'd be smiling as well. He looked buzzing off his tits outside the training ground, didn't he?
Yeah, I know.
They had to explain to him what a porter cabin was.
He got in and went, "Is this college?" He went, "No, this is the training ground."
Oh, fuck you. But yeah, we just said that we're the same, mate. None of us have seen him play, but he comes highly recommended from Thomas Suchek, obviously friends and that. So yeah, I trust Suchek. Just shows how far that we've got to do our players to do the scouting now.
You think you'll play Sunday? Because the thing is, the right back was, I mean, we haven't spent money on right back for fuck knows how long, like any decent sort of money. But it's something we needed to look at because Fredericks, for my money, has struggled over the last.
Well, that's one thing they said. They can't see Fredericks being consistent enough to stay in the team, so they've got to strengthen now. I mean, left back.
I don't think Johnson's quite cutting it either. He's got a little bit of learning to do. So.
Maybe this will give him the opportunity as like a backup.
I like Ben Johnson though. He's got so much potential, but I think it was right that we brought someone in because you don't want to put too much pressure on him at such a young age.
Fredericks was starting to grow into his own. I thought so far this season, the 3 games he's had, he hasn't played particularly bad.
We said it last week, didn't we, Scott? It's just a shame that after the Wolves game, we said that. It's just his luck that he starts playing well when he goes off injured and he's out for 3 or 4 weeks.
We've got a comment here. Look, Alex Hegarty. Nicky, if you sign your old boots, I'll buy them off you. I sign them, mate, but they're 400 quid.
But yeah, and that's like you're saying, right? That's the biggest problem is that he gets consistently better, and then picks up an injury, and again. This goes back to signing injury-prone players. We can't afford that, and it's just unfortunate. We've got to hope that this guy comes in, provides a bit of competition for him, But I said this in the preview that the thing with that as well, it provides Johnson to cover at left back if we pick up an injury to Masuaku or Creswell. So we're a bit more balanced with the options right back and left back wise.
Talking of Masuaku, he had an interview earlier on TalkSport, which was really interesting. It was good to hear it from him. He was talking to Darren Bent, and he come across really well, and saying that he's enjoying playing his football. There's good team spirit at West Ham. They're all backing sort of David Moyes. And right at the end, Darren Bent said to Masuaku, "Can you say shed heads?" And Masuaku was like laughing. He's saying he'll never live that down. But yeah, it's good. I'm not going to sit here and say I've always been Masuaku's best fan, because I haven't. But I've been really impressed with his attitude lately. And I think, against Wolves last week, he was unreal. Probably one of the best games I've ever seen him play in a West Ham shirt. He was so confident on the ball, and I think that role suits him. And if there is a way now to get him in, because a confident Masuaku going forward, he likes doing little tricks and flicks and enjoying himself. And, if we can get him in that team performing week in, week out, then he's going to be one hell of a player for us. Yeah,
definitely, mate. Definitely. And that's what we need to get him doing. So that's the tough thing is getting him to perform week in, week out.
Nick Crosshammers, chaps, big happy birthday to the 2 loves of my life. He's saying Charlotte, but it's Jack Collison's birthday day, so I think he means Jack Collison and Sir Trev. He's beautiful guy to be, Charlotte and Sir Trev and Jack Collison as well. So happy birthday,
Jack Collison, Sir Trev, and above all, Charlotte.
Yeah, I hope Nick's spoiling you rotten. And Charlotte, you look good for 21.
But, you know,
No, but go back to Masuaku, though. I mean, if we can, he keeps whipping them crosses in, how he was against Wolves, then there's plenty of goals there.
And the thing is, Masuaku is the type of player that we need to play when Hilaire's playing, because his cross completion rate has got a lot better. You know, I think he's worked on that.
Oh, Scott, what's happening?
All right, Scott. Take your time, mate. Go on. Oh, he's froze.
Spit it out. Come on.
He's going to froze, or he's going to sneeze.
Why Scott's just back? I'm gonna put this up from Chris Mills. Chris, ask this later when it's Ask Us Anything, and I'll answer that. All right, Scott.
Scott's back.
Every time I start talking, my internet goes down. This is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on today. But yeah,
look, Gary Page is saying, calm down, Scott. Like, I don't know what happened. I thought he was going to sneeze.
Where'd you get up to? What I was saying?
I don't know.
Hello.
I can't even remember. Yeah.
You sound about cross completion rate.
Yeah, his cross completion rate was was improved dramatically since last season, and he suits Hilaire. You know, he's the type of player who's going to get down the wing and cross the ball in for our main striker. And you saw that with a pinpoint cross that he put in for Hilaire's goal against Wolves. So that's the thing he seems to have worked on throughout last season, because last season he couldn't cross for shit.
Mm. It's gonna be interesting to see. Obviously, we're talking about
I'm cutting out.
The camera fell off.
You know what? I thought you fell off your chair because you was leaning back, and I just thought you went over. This is what I love about live. Anything
it is funny.
But yeah, what was I saying?
This is the thing. Exactly, you forget what you're saying, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Harold's Ryan.
But yeah, it's go on, Ray. You talk about Masuaku.
Who was?
You was, weren't you?
You was.
No,
you was.
All right, anyway, I've already spoken about Masuaku. But all right. Now, what I was going to say is that last week after the Wolves game, I tweeted out the photo of the players celebrating after the whose goal was it? Souček's goal. And you had obviously a picture, like it was Anderson, Lanzini, and Haller as subs, and like they were all smiling. You know, they was there as a team, and of course they're frustrated at not starting, especially after the performance against Hull in the cup. They probably thought that Anderson thought he was probably pushing for a start, especially Haller. But it's good to see, and I think there is good sort of team spirit at West Ham at the moment. And I know that it was disappointing the other night, but I think going forward, injury free, fingers crossed. If we can get a couple more signings in before Monday's deadline, I think there's no reason why we can't have a go this season and try to push for. So I know it sounds silly to say it because we're all thinking about but push for mid-table, maybe trying to get into that top 10 this season. Yeah,
there's no reason why we can't push for mid-table. If I'm honest, I said starting 11-wise, we've not really got a problem. We've got a decent starting 11.
We've got a decent bench as well.
Yeah, that's it. It's just getting everyone.
I think our problem has always been, we've always got a bad run in us. Every season, we always seem to have a little spell where we just.
Yeah. The funny thing you said about
get a point for love nor money.
The funny thing you said about Haller and Anderson on the sideline with Lanzini, when big smiles when Souček scored. Haller had a bigger smile when Souček scored than he did when he scored his own goal.
Yeah, but Haller's got that. I mean, people were saying, "Oh, look, he's frustrated and he's arrogant." I just think that is him. Yeah. I just think that is him.
You can tell by the way he looked at Masuaku, he was happy about that cross. That's all.
Yeah, but him and Masuaku are good mates. You can see that, and they've got a good relationship on and off the pitch. So,
yeah, exactly. That's it. And that's good to see. You want the players bonding in a way, so you need that, and it just keeps a good vibe around the club. And like you said, it seems to be, even with all the negativity around the club at the minute, the players have got a good vibe about them.
I mean, apart from obviously the GSB out stuff and all that, there's not much negativity around the club, is there? But I mean, playing wise and team.
now there's not. You know, you look at the start of the season with everything went on around the Noble tweet and the selling of Diagana. There was a lot then. Like you said, now there's not. That win against Wolves was a big shot in the arm, I think, for the club. It was let down a bit by the Everton game, but we needed that performance against Wolves, and to that's now the stepping stone to go forward. We've now got to match that, and I think Declan Rice said it in his post-match interview when he turned around and said, we put performances in against the big boys, but we now need to start doing it a bit more consistently. And that's the thing we need to do. We always put performances again in the likes of Arsenal and teams like that. We need to make sure that consistency of performance goes into the sides that are in and around us, because they're the teams we're competing against, if we're honest.
Well, that's been West Ham going back 40, 50 years,
Yeah, but it's
always been like that.
Yeah, we need to
say it every year.
I'm listening to you because I'm trying to take in the positivity, because I can hear you trying to be positive, but I've got a couple of things to moan about.
We're now fucking surprised.
I'm shocked.
And now, anyone in the chat shocked? Nicky, look, even Scott's froze again. Look.
Okay, him smiling.
Go on, get it off your chest. Go on, get it off your chest.
Look, the win against Wolves was fantastic. And I know we've signed a right back today and all of that. And this is where it started to it starts to get easy to think about everything that's gone on. But I haven't forgot everything that's gone on. I've never forgot everything that's gone on. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot gone on.
I just say, mate, none of us are forgetting what's going
on.
No,
I understand what you're saying, but I haven't forgot. I can't look past some of the things that have happened this season, and I've got like that. What happened on Wednesday night for me was unforgivable.
Right,
we was in the game.
I'm dropping out a minute because my computer's playing up, so I'm going to switch computers.
We was in the game. We was competing with them, and I don't like a lot of people saying about Anderson and some players are playing. I don't think that Anderson had a bad game on Wednesday. I don't think he had a bad game at all. Look, he gave the ball away a few times, and he had some trouble sort of trapping it at times. But that's a guy without confidence. That's a guy that can't get into the fucking team, no matter what he does. But I thought he worked hard. I thought he was fantastic, and I thought a lot of the boys were fantastic. But there were substitutes to be made, and for some reason we haven't made them, and that's worrying. We talk so much about the substitutes after substitute every week about the substitute, but to make no substitutes in the cup game that you're in, when you're well within it, and I've got to link these things to the chairman's interview on TalkSport. He turned around and said that the cup was it had no prize money and all of that sort of thing. Yeah, it had no prize money. It's got no fans, got no gate money and all that. So what does that tell me? It tells me that he tried to chuck it, because you have to pay players appearance fees. Maybe he's moaning about 50 grand. He's moaning about paying the petrol money to get up there. That's how much he was whinging. And I just think in a game where you're competing at 1-1 and 2-1, not to make a single sub. And I know Everton's was forced and all of that sort of thing, but I looked across every single game in that round of fixtures, right? Whether they was winning, losing, drawing, everybody made changes to try and change the game. Everybody. Because even if you're winning even Man City, who were winning 3-0 or 4-0 or whatever they made 3 changes. To not make a change when we've got 2 33-year-old centre midfielders running around. And I heard David Sullivan talk about Diangana again the other day, when he was saying about we've got people that can play left wing and all of that. And he mentioned Snodgrass in one of them. Now, I don't mean to be rude, but Snodgrass is 33 years old. He's not a winger anymore. You know what I mean? But to have 2 33s in the central midfield playing 90 minutes, when you're within the game, when you're competing, he scored a lovely goal, Snodgrass, but we was losing the midfield. Calvert-Lewin was running people ragged. Declan Rice didn't have a great game at centre back, I must admit, but he's not a centre back anymore. He doesn't play there that often, and I just can't look past the fact. I didn't really have a big say on Wednesday because I was tired, to be honest with you, but I've got a feeling it come from up top.
I agree, and we said it before you come on. We was talking about it, and we were saying that players don't go out there to lose a game. But I agree, there was something that wasn't right with that, because when we was 2-1 down 20 minutes ago, we were still in the game, and that would have been the perfect time there to make a substitution and try to force penalties or even go on and try to win the game. But I mean, when it went to 3-1, I think they was probably looking at it as the game's over. You know, Leicester's a big game on Sunday. There's no point making subs now, which is not right. You know, bring them on. In fact, they should have started with our strongest team. That's what they should have done. Declan Rice at centre-back, I knew wasn't going to work. You know, Calvert-Lewin was going to have the better of him all day long. You know, Ogbonna should have started. Balbuena, you know, would have been perfect. Ogbonna and Balbuena.
I'm not too fussed about like people not starting, but a centre back should have started because you got Ogbonna sitting on the bench, and I know that Diop will be back next week, so you know he's gonna be back next Wednesday. So it's not like there's going to be like we haven't got Diop for so long. You know what I mean? Ogbonna could have played another game. The thing that just annoyed me, Ray, is that look, if he wants to start that team, that's fine. But we was in the game, and he didn't make a single sub. We've got every player that scored on Saturday, or when was it? Saturday or Sunday? Sunday. Every player that scored on Sunday, every player that played out their skin, sitting on a bench, and he never brought a single one on. Every single person in his competition. I've got a feeling that's honestly, I've got a big feeling that message has come from upstairs. Don't worry about this. We're not paying 50 grand at a time. And the major thing is, he said there's no prize money. That's the words that come out of his mouth. There's no prize money for it. So is he going to be bothered about saying that's got no prize money? And if that is the fact, look, I can't prove it either way, but to throw away a tie like that, and I'm not saying that Everton wouldn't have gone on to win, but we didn't give them a go. You know, we didn't change it up to see if we can press them anymore. And I'm not saying Everton wouldn't have win, and I'm not saying they didn't deserve to go through, but we had big players on the bench there, and I've got a feeling that the chairman said, "Don't worry about the cup. There's no prize money for it. There's no." But you know, it's a cup to us. It's a cup to us fans. You know, and we want a cup.
One that we've never won.
Yeah,
it's not only that as well. It's a trophy to the players as well, and I don't think the players have gone out there not wanting to win. But look, we can sit here and speculate. I think you're right. I think there was something more in there after his interview on TalkSport, and obviously Irvine saying that David Moyes was making the subs, but then we find out David Moyes weren't even watching most of the game. So Irvine,
that is a fucking farce in itself.
That's what I said. If he's not watching the whole game, it's ridiculous.
That tells you everything you need to know. They're not interested in it. If the manager,
and the thing is,
first team manager who was there last week, who would have been there this week if he hadn't had COVID, if he's not watching the game, then
you don't know what sort of how he was watching it, because I said to Scott, I mean, I bought the game on the official link for the Carabao Cup thing, and my stream kept going down, you know, and that was through the official site. So I don't know. It's one of them ones, isn't it? I mean, Irvine should have had a bit of about him to make the sub himself, but maybe he's only doing what he's being told.
And that's told behind the scenes, there. So
and that's the worry. And the fact, like Nicky was saying, you know, you got Ogbonna could have played. The fact we've got an international break coming up as well. You know, you could have put players out. You could have asked the players to play 3 games in the space of a week, because you know Ogbonna's not going to be on international duty. Certain players are not. You could have held back your players who you knew were going to be in the international squads, like Declan Rice. You know, you could have turned around and said, "All right, we're not going to play him because we don't want him to be tired because he's going away on international duty. He's probably going to play every game for England, same as Souček will play every game for the Czech Republic." So you could have held them players back. but then let the players that are not going to get picked by the countries, like your Bonners and players like that, play the game. You know, Hilaire's not who else? Antonio's not going to get picked by England. So these players you can risk a bit, and you're only asking them to go out there and probably play half hour of football.
It's just so disappointing, Scott. That
it is, but that's this.
I recorded. We had this discussion every season.
But this is it. I recorded a preview early, and I ended up deleting the one I'd done because I just went into a massive rant about how Moyes treats the club and treats the cups and how the club treats the cups. You know, going back to when we got knocked out by Arsenal in the quarter-final stages, when we didn't even show up, we didn't even try to put a performance in. And, you know, this is the thing.
Both teams doing their best to lose that game.
But that's it. But I don't give a monkeys if Arsenal don't put a performance in. That's what I want to see. I want to see Arsenal not putting performance in, not caring. And then I want to see us to take that opportunity, go and knock Arsenal out of the cup and then go on to progress and try and get into the final. You know, we've seen it many a time.
I can't wait till they all go. Like when the players retire, the manager retires, them two are either dead or left or whatever comes first. I want to hear some of the stories that come out because I tell you something. I bet there are some fucking stories that are going to come out.
I'd like to have seen Amazon Prime do a documentary on West Ham because that would have been box office. Imagine what goes on behind the scenes there.
What would it be?
Someone's just put in the chat. Bonner got called into the Italian squad, which if he has, then he deserves it. Let's be honest. I think he's been brilliant for us. Since lockdown finished, even last season he was brilliant. But it just really frustrates me. I'm really pissed off with the fact we're not going to the club. I'm fed up of hearing all this about we've got to be in the Premier League. We've got to be in the Premier League. I don't care about being in the Premier League. I want trophies.
See the Leicester game as a bigger game because Premier League is more staying up in the Premier League is more important.
Yeah, but that's it. But that's more important than their pockets. That's the thing. That's all they give a shit about. They're worried about, we're not going to earn 108 million next year. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. I don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? I want to see us win trophies. I want to see us win cups. That's all we're never winning the Premier League, ever. The only chance we had of winning the Premier League was the season that Leicester won it, and we couldn't even get that right. We couldn't even qualify for the Champions League. So we're not going to see that. Unless we get taken over on a big, massive way that City have been done or anything like that, we are not going to see Champions League football. We are not going to see Premier League trophies. We have got an opportunity to win the Carabao Cup. We have got an opportunity to win the FA Cup. And we need to start taking these seriously because finishing 15th in the Premier League don't mean fuck all. It means fuck all to me. It means fuck all to all you.
Exactly. That.
It just all they give a shit about is they're getting 120 million off of Sky, BT Sport, and all that, and that's all they give a monkeys about.
As Graham would say, you can't put 15th place in the trophy cabinet.
Exactly, mate. That's it.
I was just going to say that, but you beat me to it.
That's it. We all sit there and laugh at Spurs and things like that because they ain't got trophies in their cabinet over the past few years. We've got nothing. 40 years of nothing.
Once again, Scott, what's the point? Do not disrespect the Betway Cup. No, I know what you're saying, Brian. You bang on. We haven't won a major trophy for 40 years. 3 of us in this chat weren't even born. Graham was lucky enough to see the 1923 Cup final.
Graham went up to Barking Road to draw his pension when they was doing the parade.
I'm not Benjamin Button, mate.
Oh, no, but it's true. Like 3 of us in here haven't seen it. We haven't seen us win a major trophy, and it's for a club like West Ham not to win anything for 40 years is a fucking shambles. Really,
it is, mate. It is. Look. We are privileged to be in the Premier League. Don't get me wrong. We're privileged to be in there, and I get that. And there's a lot of other clubs who are in a worse state than we are, and things like that. But I'm just sick and tired of not giving these cups a go. Really, I'm sick and tired of it. I just think if we're not going to give it a go, don't even bother entering it. Just turn around and start the season and go to Carabao. No, we don't want to know, mate. We're not playing in it. Just don't have them games. Don't waste our time. Because let's be honest, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. If we're not going to go, if there was fans at Everton the other night, them fans would have travelled all the way up there for a team to put a performance in like that. And then for the manager to sit there and say, no, we're not bringing him on. We're not bringing him on. We'll just get beat in this game and leave it at that.
I mean, it all goes back, a few years ago when we got done 5-0 at Forest. You know, all the
don't start him on that.
fans travelled up there. Fans travelled up there.
Do not start Scott on that. That was the day his youngsters got ripped apart, and he still hasn't got over it. Seeing
thousands of fans made the journey up there, and it was what was it like 12 o'clock kickoff as well?
Yeah,
wasn't it? So, and I think it's just a slap in the face to the fans, really.
Exactly. I ain't going to go on to Forest because that was years ago, but you know that was throwing every youngster under the bus. That was at that time, just to try and prove a point that I'm the manager of the team and I know better than everyone else, and that's all that was.
Yeah. Well said. Look, you can see, like he's doing. He's like,
it ain't often.
Started him off again.
It ain't often either ran or a moan, but that's just really got to me.
I love whining, Scott. Why didn't you leave that in your preview then instead of doing it again all nice?
I think instead of it, I just touched on it. That was it. I didn't go into one because it's not about that. It's a preview and it's previewing the next game. So
that's it, Scott. We all love a rant, mate. But no, you bang on and yeah, GSB out.
Most definitely.
Oh yes,
but you know that's the thing that result ruined my week. I've had such a good week. I'm on a positive high at the minute, and that's just like the only negative I've got at the moment.
It's my holiday.
It's my holiday too, you know.
It frustrated me because like after the Wolves game. Going into that game, you know, you think you could get well, especially when you got it back to 2-1. I thought we was a better team for 10 minutes, but then you know, once they got that third goal, game over.
Yeah, that's it.
Calvert-Lewin, probably the best player in the Premier League so far this season. Got in the England squad this week, well deserved. So, I was surprised with Everton's starting lineup, as I said earlier in the show. They, you know, James Rodriguez playing and.
They're taking it serious, aren't they?
The thing is, if Everton have got an ambition to sort of do what I don't think they've got an ambition to sort of buy the league like Man City, but they're investing in their squad. They're investing to become sort of a team that's going to compete up there, and they're probably thinking, right, well, what's the best way to do that? The best way to give yourself a little bit of a probably to get a little bit of a platform is to, you know, show your intent that you want to win a trophy. You know, you look at us and Everton like a couple of years ago. We was neck and neck in everything. Manager was rubbish, fucking this and this and this. Look at the way they've gone to the way we've gone.
Well, Everton spent a lot of money, didn't they? But they didn't stop there. They didn't bottle it and think, oh, we're not going to spend no more. And you say about Ancelotti, Nick. When there was rumours that West Ham were interested in him, there was fans turning their noses up at him, saying,
"Yeah, but they're fucking stupid cunts." Why?
He's a world class manager, and do you know what, Ancelotti? And listen, Everton are a big football club. Don't get me wrong, but Man United should have targeted someone like Ancelotti, because if Man United had Ancelotti, they'll be signing Sancho. They'll be at the top of the league without a doubt.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's a good manager, Ancelotti.
He's a very good manager. And we touched on this in the watch along, the fact that when you look at Everton, they had a manager, they backed their manager, it didn't work out. They spent money, it didn't work out. So now they've got Ancelotti in, they've got Ancelotti in, and they've spent money, they've backed their manager. Complete opposite to what we're doing. We got a manager in, we backed him, didn't go well, got rid of him. Now we've got a new manager in, we're not backing him. We're not interested in backing him. And this is where you want progression. Everton are going to progress because they're doing that. They're backing a manager. We're not going to progress by doing that.
You know what time it is, didn't you?
Go
on. Oh. Ready?
Is it Chico time?
Just typing it in.
And the Peronis.
Well, if you're gonna go,
bong. What's happening?
What's it?
Bong.
Fucking hell.
There you go. It's Ask Us Anything time. Someone just asked me am I annoyed that Spurs are in the quarterfinal without winning a game? That was dodged. That Leighton Orient thing. I understand that they had all of them players like, test positive for COVID and all of that sort of thing. But I'm telling you now, if Tottenham would have gone to Leighton Orient with 15 and had all of these players with positive for COVID, that they wouldn't not be playing a game.
Oh, definitely, mate.
It wouldn't be Leighton Orient going through with a bye. That's for sure.
100% it would have been Leighton Orient going through. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, you've got the game up in Scotland's been called off tonight, isn't it? Because 6 of the players in one team tested positive. What, are they going to lose the points because their players come down with this virus?
There's going to be things like that, like happen here. It's inevitable, right? Yeah, unfortunately now. What's that? What's that doing?
Yeah.
Who's turned the Hoover on?
That's what I thought it was.
I thought Graham was going to start doing the Queen "I Want to Break Free" video.
Is it humming? Is it a humming noise?
Yeah.
My neighbours have got a pump. Obviously, their water pressure's low, so when
you sitting in
the pump comes on, you can hear it through the wall. No, you can hear it through the wall. The pump's obviously built in against one of my walls.
How thin are your walls? Get in contact with me, mate. I'll sort you out some good insulation and sound block boards.
Could do some sound. Probably do some sound block on that wall, mate. To be honest.
Cavity wall insulation.
Yeah, I'll give you a good discount, Scott.
Good man.
What will the £400 for boots and shirt get you in return? Get me fucking £400, mate.
You can get a good night out if we can go out.
Yeah.
No chance of that happening anytime soon. Let's be honest.
It's gone. Where's it gone? Oh, where is it?
What was the question the guy or someone put up earlier that you said ask us later?
About the he'll ask us it in a minute, I'm sure.
This is it. This is a good question. What is the single thing you miss most about a normal match day?
My friends. It's the only thing I miss.
Me too. No, do you know what? Yeah, I'd say meeting up with everyone and seeing everyone. But I think it's just the buzz of going to the game. Just getting up in the morning and looking forward to going to the game. You know, meeting up with everyone, having a beer before. You know, just a normal match day routine of going to the game, fan cams, post-match pint, maybe having a pint after, then going home moaning how shit we are. Match of the day.
We won't be going to football this season. And depending on what happens, it might not even be the beginning of the next season. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, can you imagine the party? Bloody hell. Can you imagine the party?
Mate, Nicky's going to be dancing like Iron Apple 08
when we get to go back.
I'm just even if we lose 6-0 at home, I don't care. I'm just going to be smiling.
Fucking hell. The thing is, it's the performances that you look when we go back. What we've missed, some of the performances we've missed since we've not been able to go. That's the thing. But it's just being there. There's as much as I enjoy watching football on the telly. It's good because you're in your own home. You're not having to travel, and it ain't freezing cold. It's just nice being there, being around your mates, being around the atmosphere.
Pre-match pints, post-match pints, during the game pints, getting out of our nuts, going to the pub after, and just getting right on it and having a good time. Win or lose on the booze. That's a t-shirt.
Chris, here's the earlier question. If all West Ham Fan TV are all pro GSB out, will you go to the gates like Hammers United and Crossed Hammers? Fans need to walk the talk. Do you agree? I do agree. I do agree 100%. But what I would say is that we have to provide match day content. That's what we're built on. That's how our platform is built. Now, if I'm at the gates shouting and hollering at David Sullivan, I cannot be broadcasting and doing fan cams and everything else. So I can't do both. But that's, you know, we are here to give a platform to people who want to come on and talk about it and all of that sort of thing. But if I just abandon my platform to do that, then the platform will die and I won't have a platform.
It's not only that, mate. It's with what's going on in the world. It's a bit of a risk. I personally think going down there, mixing with people that you don't know. So I understand. Listen, I'm all for it. And you know, when things get better and we can get down there, of course we'll be there. We was at the protest before. We've been at all the sort of Hammers United protest. But with what's going on at the moment, I'm not going to take the risk. And to be fair, like these Saturdays I got free from home, I enjoy family time. So
Nick says it's before the game. Yeah, I know it's before the game, mate. But to get home, we do things like during the day, like, you know, we do the breakfast club for the patrons, and then we do the match day stuff. It just won't be. It won't be thing. I would love to be there. I would love to be there, but at the current time, until I'm actually going to the games, I can't be there because I won't be able to play.
I mean, Hammers United have got 15,000 followers. Most of Twitter is all GSB out. And then there's only like 6 or 7, maybe 10 people there on a match day. So it's difficult for some people to get there and things like that. So, but once we can all go back and it's safe, there'll be thousands, just like there was the first and second time round when they done it. Listen, I respect anyone that goes down there. I'm not saying that people shouldn't go down there. I'm just saying, me as a personal point of view, I won't be going because of the way the situation is at the moment.
There you go. You get big fine if you get caught. You know, them policemen like to give you fines. But yeah, it's not that I'm not behind it. It's not that I won't put my money where my mouth is. But you know, you can't. You know, everyone's saying, why don't you get down there? You're a big platform. People saying to me, why don't you do fan cams at the gate? Well,
I'm not being funny, mate.
Than any colour. On my microphone, thank you very much.
I'm not being funny, mate, but the last time I heard that you're a big platform, get involved, we got screwed over big time. So you got to be very careful with.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the people that wanted us to get involved all soon went running when it all went tits up. So you got to be very careful.
Exactly. So I spotted this one. It's from I think it works. There we go. Slavia Prague fan. I'll just say that made a great deal. I ain't going to try and say his name.
Is that Philippe Chauvenet?
Yeah, possibly. See, this is what I need. Dan teaches me how to pronounce some of the names when I actually get them right. So yeah, he has his uses, that boy.
You going to read the question?
Yeah, hi guys, I'm Slavia Prague. It's not a question. I say you've made a great deal. What did we say his name was? Gray? What's his name?
Coufal. Vladimír Coufal.
Plays every game, not only with his skills, but he's also with his art. So you've become the soul of the team. So by the sounds of it, he's a lot like Souček.
That's what we want.
He gives his all, exactly, and that's what we want. I said, if he's after player that Souček is, we've got a good player. So that's.
I'll tell you what, right? This is just for Chris. Oh, what have I done with it? I'm going to tweet that. Check our Twitter in about 5 minutes, and you can share this. This is present for you, mate.
You ain't giving away stuff, are you?
Huh?
You ain't giving away stuff, are you?
No.
It took me nearly a year to get me a post-match pint glass.
Did
you? Yeah, you all got them now.
The only West Ham United post-match pint fallout glass on the internet.
I must admit, I want to see Graham drinking a JD and Coke out of his pint glass.
Graham, you're top row, mate. Are you muted?
Yeah, he is. Gray, you've muted yourself, mate.
Muted yourself, you prat.
Hold on, stay there. That's it.
How's that?
Yeah, that's
better.
I don't know how that's happening.
He's been talking for 15 minutes. That's what happens to him every week.
No, the other way, you prat.
The other way, Gray.
The other way.
Get him off the top shelf.
No, the other way. That's
it.
I'm not used to being on the top row.
Do me a favour, mate. Put him back on the bottom row. No, you do it the other way, Gray. Look.
Other way, Gray. Other end. No. Yeah.
Right there you go.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm not used to being on the top row.
That's the funniest. He's got stage fright on the top row. Oh,
bring out of order. Comes in late, knocks me off
the
the
other
top
way,
row.
Gray, and he turns
Look, Gray, look, like that, look, see? No, yes, yes.
I got slap Scott's head. Scott, put your head up a bit. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That don't look right, does it? Look.
What's he doing? Oh, dear.
Oh, fucking hell. I do love it. I do love it.
Anyway, I bet it was. I ain't got nothing. I've got a t-shirt, pint glass, nothing.
Nah, Gray, you ain't got nothing, mate. You
got your pint glass.
Gray, you've still got them. You've still got them.
I haven't seen him.
I never got a pint glass.
Nick, he's still got them East London Brewery beers in the back of his car.
I bet he has as well.
They're about 6 years out.
6 years ago. No, I haven't.
Do you remember when Graham used to go and pick them up? And he used to get the hump.
Hey?
When Graham used to go and pick them up, but he used to get the hump, but he used to drink them.
Yeah, but he was the only one that used to drink them.
Yeah, I used to go and pick. I said, why am I the only one who's got to go and pick them up?
Because you drunk them all.
Yeah, you're the only one.
I never drank any of them.
I'll go away, Gray.
Liar.
I see you take around your old man for Christmas, you liar.
I drink them all for the set.
You're such a bullshit.
Yeah, right, okay. Hold on. Here we go.
Go on, Scott.
Right, let me help you with his pronunciation, guys. COU actually rhymes with so, except the first letter sounds like it's a T.
Like T's from Tazat and oh, let's just call him Dave.
No, say that again. So, except the first letter sounds like it's
Tis.
That's
This could be a new TV show on Channel 5.
Sufal.
What Cockney's pronouncing names?
I'm going for Sufal.
Hold on.
Sufal.
His name's
Souffle.
Coufal.
Kufta.
No, this is the thing. This is what we said. It's not.
Sounds like it's from TS from so Sadziki. So Sufal.
Right.
Sufal.
Do you know what? I'm going to
put an end.
I'm going to put an end to all this misery.
So far.
They sound like hull with F, so it's Sufal.
Sufal. Is that right? Sufal? Hold on, I don't know why I'm worrying. I'm going to get it wrong by tomorrow anyway, so.
It's got to forget.
Yeah. I'm terrible, mate. Sufal. Yeah, it's almost like Sufal.
Sufal.
This.
Ziffle. Oh, mate, I don't know. I give up. What I'll do is I'll wait until they pronounce it on the telly and copy that. But I must admit, when we had,
right. Listen, this is Google Translate, and this is how you say it in Czech.
Vladimír Coufal.
Zufal.
So, who?
Vladimír Coufal.
Dave.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun. It's so much fun trying to pronounce it. The problem is I'm the one that every post match pint, I've got to get it right.
Yeah. You never got to check Coyote right.
Scott's hoping that he don't start on Sunday.
You never got Coyote right ever. He was here for about 3-4 years.
I don't think any of it was Kuyate.
Kuyate.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Like
no, you said Coyote.
Like Kuyate, like karate, and Zarate.
Checkmate.
I'm just going to call him Suchek's mate.
I'll be honest. I'm just going to call him Vlad because he's the only Vladimir we got. So.
Yes, Scott with a Vlad.
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, we'll just do that. But yeah, Zufal. So there we go.
Scott, get some questions, please.
I can't see any at the moment. And I'm not on my MacBook, so it's a lot harder for me to do it on the this one. So,
nah, fucking surprise. Well, I don't know what this is, but hopefully you might. Red Shoe Diaries or One Night in Paris?
Red. I remember Red Shoe Diaries.
Why is it only me and Graham that know what the two? Yeah, exactly. Why are me and Graham the only two that know about this?
I don't know what that is, but I'm just going to go with one. No, I don't know.
I've not seen One Night in Paris.
I'm going to go Red Shoe Diaries. I'm going Red Shoe Diaries.
I'm going Red Shoe Diaries.
What is it?
It was a program in the 90s. It was David Duchovny. It was a little bit of late night.
Yeah, a bit like that.
When you got him from the pub.
Oh, do you know what? I remember that shit on Bravo at about fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. It looked fucking rubbish.
Garino 1971. Funniest thing you've seen at a football match?
Nicky and them Schultz.
Mido claiming to be a striker.
Nicky Schultz, I think. The funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, Nicky's.
Wait, did anyone see that that game the other day where the alpaca got on the pitch?
No.
And there was a game. I don't know what it was, but it was an alpaca got on, like it was a pitch invader.
Gray is one for you, mate. Green Street.
Football Factory.
Yeah, I agree. Football Factory.
Green Street annoyed me.
I'm guessing Tim's funniest thing he's seen at a football match was Roberto.
Nick, here's one for you, mate.
Can
you pronounce the centre back we've been linked with tonight?
Ducaletica.
Who?
Ducaletica.
All right, Nicky getting all Spanish there. Look. I don't even know if that's right or wrong, but I'm going to say it sounded nice. In fact, it sort of turned me on a bit there, Nick. Say it again.
Ducaletica.
Oh. Yeah,
Why
that's
did
it.
you sound like Ibrahimovic?
Yeah. Dude,
Ducaletica.
Hey, dude, this is nice. Taz 13. I'm a Spurs fan.
I saw that.
My favourite night of the week because of you boys. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Taz, thank you.
And I don't want no one.
Right?
I don't want no one to give him any abuse. That's the only fan allowed in here now.
If I was a Spurs fan and I had to watch them two cunts that are on there at your match day, I'd come here as well.
No, I do like when
I do like nice words, Nick. He said nice words to us.
Opposition fans, especially rival fans. I do like it when they watch us because we all have a laugh. It's all banter at the end of the day, innit? And no, it's nice. I like things like that. You watch his next comment. You West Ham mugs.
When I was talking about it, hang on. I said it was. Did I say it was a llama or an alpaca? I said it was an alpaca, didn't I?
Alpaca, you said.
Fuck me. Here we go.
You said alpaca.
It's probably.
No, someone just said it was. Hang on. Was it a llama or an alpaca?
It's probably had a packet of crisps.
Hang on.
What's the difference?
No, someone said it wasn't a llama. I didn't say it was a llama. I said it was an alpaca.
You said it was an alpaca.
Thank you. Just checking there.
Have a
night.
night.
3 beers, but cool.
Love the live, boys. Mrs. out tonight. Bit of peace and quiet.
Oi, oi.
We'll all love that, won't we? Ooh. Thank you. I do. Do you know what? I do love nice comments.
Why isn't this Twitter? When is Twitter working?
Yeah, where is it? This is true. Look, Amma's Mikey. Bother was a grass. He was a grass, and do you know what? In real life, he's a Spurs fan, so maybe that played up on it a bit. But yeah, Bother did G him up to the Millwall, and it
Sorry, I'm going back again. Sorry, Alex.
And then
hang on, Alex, you had me doubting myself. That was all.
Right, here's one for you, mate.
Go on, mate. West Ham Fan TV sing Uptown Girl. No, I can't. I've got stage fright.
What's the words?
Uptown Girl.
No.
Yeah. Uptown Girl.
She be living with an uptown world. She never had a backstreet guy. I bet her mama never told her why. I'm gonna try for an uptown girl. Right, Wonder Woman or Black Widow?
Who?
Wonder Woman or Black Widow?
It was the original Wonder Woman in the 80s. Like that was mine.
Black Widow.
I ain't seen Black Widow. I'm going to go for Wonder Woman.
Scott?
Yeah, I'll say Wonder Woman.
Do you know what? I'm going Wonder Woman.
Yeah, well done, Scott.
Yeah, I'm going Wonder Woman.
Any lower league clubs? Oh, fuck. I'm having trouble getting the thingy up there.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you had an operation for, is it?
No, I'm having trouble getting the comments. I'm having trouble getting the comments up. It's lagging a lot.
Yeah,
So
I've got one here. I've got one here. What's Scott's secret pleasure? Ooh. Scott, is it Ferrero Rocher? Is it Scott? Is it Ferrero Rocher?
No, I'm not. I don't mind a Ferrero Rocher. I must admit, I don't mind a Ferrero Rocher.
So what is your secret pleasure?
It's all about the toffee fee. It's all about toffee fee.
Toffee feet?
Toffee fee. You never had that?
I don't really.
Yeah, look, someone Richard B's got it bang on.
Not feet.
Sunbed.
No. Listen, I do not do artificial sunbeds. All right. When the sun's out, I lay in the sun. You know, I enjoy sitting around the pool. I enjoy sitting on the beach. You know, that's it. I don't go into a tanning salon or anything like that.
Mine's a pot noodle. Ooh.
Mine had a pot noodle.
I remember like a nice pot noodle. What's your pot noodle of choice then, Greg? Go on. You look like a beef and tomato man.
The chicken and mushroom one.
Oh, well, that's shocked me, that is, because you look more like a beef and tomato.
Do you know what? I prefer a super noodle to a pot noodle.
Oh, here we go. Look, someone was
here we go. Bombay bad boy.
With a super noodle.
I prefer a super noodle.
Oh, yeah. That
was always good when you come in from the pub and that was all that was in the cupboard.
Super noodles was a payday treat when I was growing up.
What's that?
Super noodle was a payday treat.
Would you all
next one? Go on.
Would you all pull each other off if we're winning the FA Cup?
All day long. I'd be all over Graham. Look at him.
We've pulled each other off, and we ain't won fuck all. So
yeah, we pulled each other off and win the pre-season friendly.
As long as you don't make eye contact, it's all right.
Yeah, and if you don't whisper in your ear.
Favorite toppings on a pizza?
Pepperoni.
Yeah, I'd say pepperoni.
I
like the barbecue beef.
I'm going to get sick, but I love a ham and pineapple. Go on, jump at me. Go on, I'll take it all day long.
No, I like an ham and pineapple, but my one's the meteor from Domino.
Oh yeah, night before the wedding.
Yeah, we had that when we went. I went to stay at Ryan's on his wedding day, the day before his wedding day. We had that as our little sort of bachelor treat, didn't we, Ryan?
Yeah, and we watched what was it? We watched Step Brothers.
Yeah, Step Brothers. Also, we watched something. I can't remember what we watched.
Did you have plenty of room in the bedroom to do activities?
Yes.
Yes. I had to get in one last time before I got married.
Would you all go bald if we win the Premier League? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Would we all go bald if we won the Premier League?
If we won the Premier League, I'd shave my head. It wouldn't be a pretty sight, but I'd do it.
Nah.
No great stretch for Nicky, though, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Shave off the middle bit.
He has to wear a wig for us.
Shave off the island.
Yeah, get a bit of jam on that.
You look at that. That's gradually creeping back. Look at that. Look at that. Creeping back a bit, isn't it?
Please say that player's name again. What player?
Who?
What was his name again?
Here we go.
Souffle.
Souffle.
No, he's talking about the one that he asked me to.
Oh, car. I don't know. What is it? Fetch your car in it, or where's my car?
Dude, where's my car?
Who's nicked my car?
Hang on, I've just seen one then. Hold on.
Sorry, let me just quickly before I look. Showing love from the US lads. Arsenal fan here, but London are born and bred. So I have to give love to you boys and what you're doing. Thank you very much, mate. What part of the US you're from? Let us know. I'm loving all that. We get more better comments from opposition fans than our West Ham.
I'll just see one saying, if you ever found yourself sitting next to Karen Brady, what would you do?
That's what I was looking for.
I have sat next to Karen Brady. I shouted at her.
And we ate her sandwiches.
I shouted at her.
I must have
nodded.
I think Brady is Graham's secret crush, if I'm honest.
I know what your fucking secret. I know what your guilty pleasure is now. I know what your guilty pleasure is. It's Brady's daughter's Instagram.
We always go back to Brady's daughter.
Brady's daughter's Instagram.
Every time I see photos come up of her, I see Scott Collier liked.
Every single one without a foul. The first name on there is Scott Collier like this. Scott Collier like this.
I heard that Paul Pesci-Solido is getting a restraining order against you.
You pest.
What can I say? It's the best thing ever to come out of Karen Brady. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll get that printed on a t-shirt.
You're such a silver tongue cavalier. Do you know that? Silver tongue cavalier.
Can we offer that t-shirt to the Patreons? Anyway, what's everyone thinking? I like this, Scott. Scott's had a few beers. Hang on. Scott's had a few beers tonight. He's kicked off. He's proper gone into one. Now he's talking. This is the Scott we all want.
He's getting all out of hand, isn't he?
But I've had a good week. I'm in a good mood. I've had a good week. I've got good vibes and positive attitude.
That's
so
it, Scott. This is what we want. We want more Scotty Collier like this.
I've had a lot of sleep this week as well. So
Scott.
But yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
This is what I'm saying. Look, Scott's a man of the people, and the people want Scott.
Yes, we do.
Mate, if you was running against Trump, mate, you'd win it hands down.
I'll be honest, mate. I don't think many
Scott
people
was an MP. I'd vote for him. I'd vote for him.
I'll let you answer this one, Scott.
Sit on your boat for a free season ticket. No, I don't mind paying for my season ticket.
Mate, I'd do it for an half-time pie.
Come on, Gray. What about you? Come on,
Gray.
Well, it's nice, but I didn't like it.
Look, this is a good one. Ludo in goal. Well, you know you're safe there with Ludo in goal. What position you four
block
guys?
That geezer. He's just spamming F in the chat. Just block him.
What is he?
You did it right, yeah.
Hang on. Oh, he's ruined the moment now.
Maybe he stutters. Maybe
maybe it might be Gareth.
And they'll go block him, but he's trying to ask a question. He's a stutterer.
Yeah, 4-0's on the left. Ludo in goal. What position you guys playing in a five-a-side match?
I'd have to be at the back, obviously.
All right, Gray. Chuck yourself in there. So that means
I can't play up. I'm a defender.
Ludo's in goal.
Yeah, Ludo in goal. Nicky up top. Well, I like playing at the back in five-a-side though. So I'll put me and Graham at the back, Scott in the middle, because I like playing at the back in five-a-side.
Yeah, but you see, if it was me, I'll put me and Graham at the back and you in the middle, because I used to have the energy to get forward and support, and like Graham's solid at the back. You can ping a ball from the midfield, and you can put the ball in the back of the net.
Scott, it's five-a-side.
Yeah. So it's still got
it'd be over forward, isn't it? Free kicks.
Hey, you can have over it now.
I miss the days where he used to knock it towards Nicky and it'd go a yard either side of him and he wouldn't move, he'd just moan at you. He'd go to my feet.
To my feet. Hands up, yeah, like,
Yeah.
And then
bang one in top corner like nothing's going on.
The thing was, you'd end up pinging a really good pass. It was perfect pass, but it just weren't the right pass to Nicky.
Oh mate, Nicky was like Nicky was the Neil Shipley of Power League. No, not Neil Shipley. No, not Neil.
I remember on
Steve Claridge.
Like 11 asides, like Nicky could start a fight in an empty room. I just remember, like, what was that game, Scott? When when you and Nicky was having a row.
Oh yeah, Scott's voice.
Then I'll come over and break up. Going, I'll leave it out, and then Nicky's starting on me.
Yeah, leave it out. We're mates. And he went, "You want some and all?"
The funniest thing is, me and Nicky lived together.
I think his words were, "You can fuck off and all."
Was that the night you chucked his dinner in the bin?
Well, when I lived at Scott's, right, I come in one day. This is when I knew I had to leave.
Yeah, Nick, $2.99 for you, mate.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
This is when I knew I had to leave, right? I come in, man. I had a hard day at work. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think Scott was working at the time, right? I think he was struggling a little bit.
Hang on. I don't believe that. Scott always works.
No, I don't think he was at the time.
When he was born, he come out of a pair of steel toe cap boots on and a hard hat.
Scott, am I right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think you're right.
I think it was in between jobs at the time, and I come home and I used to work for a furniture fitting company, and it was like fucking hard graft, and it was in Stratford. It was actually where the Olympic Stadium is now, where my company was. But I used to travel around London. It was hard graft, man. That was hard. And I come home after a hard week. I'd been doing overtime every night. I hadn't been home, and I used to. Obviously, I wasn't much of a chef or anything, so I used to buy myself these little fucking like TV dinners, right? That I used to put in the microwave. Me and Scott used to have separate foods anyway. I come home after an hard week. Right? It was about 8 o'clock at night. I come home, right, and I walked in the door, and there was about 25 people in our front room, right? And all I wanted to do was sit there. There was nowhere to sit, right? I couldn't even sit. And his mate wouldn't let me fucking, like, didn't turn around and go, "Oh, do you want to sit down or whatever?" And I turned around, I went to the fridge, and all my TV dinners had gone, right? All of them.
Was that Pigeon, whatever his name is?
Yeah. And when I come back, I see about 3 of them eating them. And I thought, fuck, I was fucking so angry, man. I stormed out the house. But I had a nice KFC. So,
was it?
Right. Apart from you, who are the hardest fans you have faced home and away?
Hardest
yeah, I suppose.
I don't fight them.
No, but yeah, I suppose the most intimidating fans. Then I can't see past Millwall at the Den.
No, I've been Millwall away, and that weren't no disco, man.
That's what I mean. West Ham have got a lot of rivalries, and probably Tottenham is a rival for us. But that's like a playground when it comes to Millwall away. That was saying I'll never forget. And not only did we lost 4-1 that day, but it was horrible. It was intimidating, wasn't it? And that is a proper rivalry, West Ham Millwall.
We was only young.
Yeah, we was only like 17, 18 at the time, weren't we?
The worst I've ever seen, I think, were Millwall, you know, when they come down to the cup game that year. And that was fucking going off down near the station. And that was all fucking...
Yeah, the League Cup game, wasn't it?
Yeah, the League Cup game. About 10, 11 years ago. That was the worst I've ever seen. Another bad one was Leeds.
Yeah, B Rat Pack's just saying, what about up north? And I think because you got that north-south divide in you, and they always see us as the flash cockney bastards and things like that. So yeah, every time you go up north, you get a bit of stick. I think the last one we had a little bit of stick was it City away?
Yeah.
City away, wasn't it? That was a bit, and that surprised me. West Ham and City fans usually get on, but obviously we beat them that day. And
obviously, like when they lose, they can't take it, and they started giving me fucking grief, and I just laughed in his face and walked away.
Yeah, Nick, you four boys on the cobbles. Who's the last man standing?
Oh,
Nicky, I reckon.
I love that. I love that saying, on the cobbles. I love that.
Beating on the cobbles.
Or is it Nick, put your dukes up on the cobbles?
I don't know. Broke my ankle.
I think I've seen Graham go psycho mode before when we was driving home and someone cut him up and he just went like proper like rampage. I thought I've never seen Graham go like that before.
The thing I'll say is like when it
We
comes
was only
to
in the
fighting,
McDonald's drive-through as
That was
well.
in the car though.
when it comes to fighting, obviously I've got the size and the strength, like to if I caught someone, I'm catching them. But I ain't got the fucking energy. I'd probably just lay down.
Just lay down and give up. Just lay down and go, I've lost.
I just can't. Yeah, I just can't be arsed.
I don't like talking about fighting. I hate fighting. I'm not in for that. Even though, like, obviously, I've done boxing and love boxing, but that's a sport. But yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it? Hello.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Stop it.
Awkward silence.
Who's the worst dancer? Scott's the worst dancer.
Oh, mate.
I hold my hands up. I'm the worst dancer of our group.
I've seen Scott dance before, mate, and honestly, there was times where I thought I had to call an ambulance because I thought he was having he was suffering.
There was one time I see him dancing, right? He was like this. I turned around and he was like this, and I thought someone had chucked a bucket of cold water over him.
I've seen Graham go like when he gets the right beat and he gets the right rhythm, he looks like Mick Jagger.
We saw it up at your wedding, mate. The old rug, we had to pay for a new rug. It got cut up.
Mate, honestly, I got a fine for that, but I said it's worth it, and I paid the money.
The last time I had a good dance, do you remember that time where we went out to that place and we was with Wayne and everyone else, and we got that Doctor Who drink?
Oh, what, Amber Bar in Liverpool?
Amber Bar, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we started cutting that floor, man. I was just.
I remember Nicky coming over to me. He had this big like Doctor Who drink, and some random geezer just tried having a drop of it. He went, "Can I have a drop of that?" And Nicky went, "No, go away."
Putting his lips over my straw.
And then I went, "What you got there, Nick?" And he went, "Oh, Doctor Who drink." And I went to the bar and got one myself. I didn't realise it was like 40 odd quid, but
is an interesting one when it shows up. There we go. Amers Mickey. First pub you ever drank in, lads. Mine was the Greyhound up near Chadwell many moons ago.
I've got to say the beak.
No, I actually think I went in the Green Gate before the Beak. I think the Green Gate was, but the first like proper going out every single like your regular was probably the Beaconsfield on Hermit Road. We had a few good karaoke. Yeah,
I used to live around the corner from the mill as well, up Barking Road, up near the town hall.
Wow, that's a boozer. That was my starting point on a match day at the bowling. The mill as well. Get something to eat on the cheap, a few beers, then to the central, and then wherever takes you.
Mine was Coach and Horses in Plaistow. That was the first place I ever had probably the first place I actually had a beer, to be honest.
Where's that gone? Yeah, £10 from the Candy Man. Thank you very much. Please don't ever stop.
Very much.
Oh,
football friends.
football friends.
Thank you. Go a little too high, a little too low, and vertical, because she thinks she's made of candy.
Hey. Oh, look.
Astronaut in Raynham.
Stevie C, the Royal Oak, Canning Town. Frank Bruno's old haunt.
Yeah, that was only up the road from my house, that one.
Yeah, that was a great boozer.
Where was the Royal Oak?
It was on the corner, wasn't it? Near, it's now a Turkish. No, it's is it an estate agent?
It wasn't an estate agent.
It was on the corner.
Yeah, I know
near
the one.
Roundabout.
It's been like cash converters and fucking Turkish kebab shop, and I don't know what it is.
What's the one now? There's a Turkish restaurant in.
There's two in there. There's two, but I think it is actually a Turkish restaurant now. The Old Oak. But
you remember when we came over Leicester and that geezer tried to charge us £6 for 6 hot wings?
Oh yeah, fucking last knockings, and like you think you're gonna get a deal when he whacked a tenner on.
Yeah, he goes like, "I'll give you 3 for free." I went, "How much for 6?" He went, £6.
I went, "Let's go McDonald's." But yeah, you had the anchor. Do you remember the anchor at Star Lane?
Yeah, the anchor. Yeah.
Fucking, there was loads of good boozers around Canning Town at the time, but now there's like literally what 2, 3.
There's not many left. Let's be honest. What you got? Yeah, the
Lee. Where's he gone? Lee WHUFC, the Peacock. Do you remember the Peacock, Nick?
Peacock, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember.
What's the one opposite Cumberland School?
That's the Alex.
No.
The Alex. No? That's still there.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
still
yeah,
there.
Yeah, you got
Queen's
the Alex.
Market. There's not many left.
You know what? I see a DVD war of the Alex ones. I'm not joking.
What's that?
I see a DVD war. You know, like when the Chinese people used to sell all the Moody DVDs. And I see a geezer come in, and there was two of them in there at the same time. And then all of a sudden, one of them started shouting at each other. One of them left, and about 10 minutes later, a geezer in a suit come in and just fucking started whooping the fuck out of everyone like it was a Bruce Lee film.
Matt Powell, what's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done at a match?
I fell up the stairs.
Yeah, where was that? Leicester away, when it? Filbert Street.
Yeah, I fell up the stairs. When I was running up the stairs, I fell up the stairs.
And I'll tell you another one. Do you remember Man United away in the cup when you had that big bag of M&Ms and you ripped them open? They all just went flying
everywhere.
Everyone in front of us, and they were just rolling down the stairs. The funniest one was when Nicky's brother Gary had a PSP, and Nicky went to Gary, look, because Gary was sitting a few rows behind us. He went, give me the PSP, because it was brand new at the time. He went, because you're going to drop it, you break it. And literally, in his pocket, we scored, and all I see was the PSP go flying down.
Just the fact that Nicky took something off someone because he was either going to lose it or break it. Yeah, Nicky's the worst for losing.
Gary was young at the time. Gary was about 13.
Gary must have been about 12, 13 at the time.
Yeah, he went up to Manchester on his own at fucking 12.
Gary loves it, mate.
Nicky's normally the first one to lose something or forget something.
All right,
just throwing it out there.
Have a dig.
Love Rami, do you see me? Yes, we do see you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about something, but I can't remember what it was I was thinking about now. Never mind.
And are you allowed to play Sunday football? If so, what team?
Why do you say that? Because now Graham's going to bang on about me joining his vets team again that you've been pestering me about for the last 3 months.
No, Graham is the only one that still plays football out of all of us.
And I play for Rayleigh Town Vets.
Oh, here we go.
We've all played.
Give me another year, Gray. Give me another year. I still feel too young for vets football.
I haven't played in 10, 15 years, nearly.
Oh, here we go.
To be fair, mate.
The old jet ski story's going to come out. Sit back, lads. Yeah. Nicky's got a story.
I think did I check it in before you went, Nick, or did you go before me?
No, I went before everyone.
Yeah, you were the first. Then it was me. Then Ryan. And
the accident, I just started shoving in hamburgers and stuff. So even if my knees were all right, there would have been no way I was coming back.
Joe, the funniest thing is, right? I was playing.
Started rolling up KFC meals like Scooby snacks.
I got with my missus, right, and I lasted 2 weeks before I got injured.
I thought he was going to say something else.
Yeah, so did I.
I literally 2 weeks I got injured, and then I managed to play 1 season beyond that, and then retired.
Do you remember that time when Scott
scored and pick you up from the ground and take you to the hospital?
Do you remember when I broke my leg? Do you remember that time when Scott scored in the cup and he started celebrating, but we were 6-0 down?
I didn't score often.
Yeah, that made me laugh. I remember that when Scott broke his leg and he got sent off and he was giving it to the ref as they were carrying him off.
That was when you had to take me to the hospital. That was when you carried me out my front door.
Yeah.
Graham,
I was like an hero, mate. I was carrying you like that,
Stevie C saying, what's the age range of the vets team?
35 plus.
Oh, fuck me, I do qualify. Bastard. Stevie C, get yourself down now.
I'll give it up, you old cunts.
What's that? What did he say?
That's a new t-shirt. Get that on the t-shirt.
Just give it up. Fuck
give
me.
It up, you old cunts.
Do you know what? It's actually good. Vets football is quite good to watch, I'll be honest. It is good to watch.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's all on the floor. Everything's on the floor. And because no
think
one's
I'm
got
gonna
pace
start-
to chase the bloody ball.
I think I'm going to start doing 5-a-side Mondays down the road from me. That'd be good.
I might start doing that walking football.
I might come with you if you want.
You know?
Nick, you've been playing walking football since you was 15.
Yeah, I know. I haven't played any but walking football.
Trucking, right? Did you play for Eastleigh? Yeah, I did. I weren't in the A team because I got barred. I'll never forget that. Fucking worst day of my life. First time I got called up to the A team and I got suspended from school and they dragged me off the minibus.
I played 2 games with my school.
Mr. Leppard wouldn't let me play. I was hiding at the back because we done something naughty in school, so we got suspended and they wouldn't let me play.
I played 2 first games, the first team games in my school. That was the first ever one in year 7 and the last ever one in year 11. That's crazy, isn't it?
What happened in between?
Yeah.
What happened in between?
Mm.
To the B team. What do you think?
I actually enjoyed the B team because the B team was playing with all my mates. Back in the A team, it was full of the popular kids and all shit like that. So I got to play with my classmates in the second team. But yeah, it was great. It was great fun, great memories, and can't believe I left school 20 years ago.
Do you know what happened? Right at 11, I wasn't a very talented footballer. I wasn't very good at football at 11, and they called me up because I can't remember why they did, but I didn't have no boots, no nothing, and I had a fucking stinker, right, a proper stinker, and I didn't start getting into football till like I was about 13, like playing, and then I started playing for a club, and I got quite good at it, and then. But we had some real good players at our school, like some real good players. And in the end, I got really good, and they put me in the last ever one. I started in the last ever game. It was against Eastleigh.
Yeah, I remember that. And that was when you wore that shirt with sponsored by Minicabs, or what was it?
Yeah.
They come out with some right old crusty kit.
Yeah, we only had old crusty kits. That's the thing.
Because they used to have a sports on the roof.
I played centre back, and it was like obviously it was fun because like a lot of my mates played for Eastleigh at the time. So
yeah, it was good games, man. We had some good games against Cumberland. I remember when we played them in the second round of the cup, and it all kicked off. Everyone started fighting. I literally like 5 minutes into the game, it was still 0-0. Everyone just started kicking off. We won on penalties.
Right, can we start wrapping this up? Anyone else got anything to say?
We hadn't even previewed the Leicester game. Yeah, let's do that for 2 minutes. Yeah, Leicester on Sunday, 12 o'clock kickoff. Scott, don't worry, I'll do the preview, mate.
Mate, it's already done. It's sitting there waiting to be downloaded and uploaded and all malarkey. So,
sorry, sir. I'll get right to that, sir.
Yeah, but look, listen, it's going to be a difficult game. I watched Leicester last week, and they was phenomenal against Man City. Not many teams go to City and win. Not many teams go to City and score 5 goals and deserve it as well. And honestly, Jamie Vardy at the moment, if I was Gareth Southgate, I'd be begging him to come back for England. The form he's in, and it was probably the best.
You look like Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, but
even better form.
Yeah, well, you say that, mate. Jamie Vardy's he was top goal scorer last season. He's been doing it for the last 5 seasons. He's been phenomenal. But yeah, it's going to be a difficult game. They've got obviously Harvey Barnes as well, who's just been called up to the England squad. He's going to be buzzing. They've got Maddison back from injury now. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be difficult. So, but if we can perform anything like we did against Wolves, there's no reason why we can't get something out of the game. A point at Leicester would be massive. It'd be a great result. And I think I'd definitely take a point now. I've done 2-2 in my predictions. But yeah, I think it's going to be a difficult game. But if we get anything out of that game, it's a massive bonus.
I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I roughly said the same when I done the preview.
What them owners have done with that club is phenomenal. From what it was to what it is now. I mean, like we'll all. I know it was a fluke. It probably never happen again. But to win the Premier League like that, lose all their players, then get another load of players and all that. Their scouting systems are phenomenal. The club's phenomenal. Some of the players are phenomenal. And when you think, when you think they've lost one player too many, and you like the Drinkwaters and the Kantés will go, and you're thinking, they're never going to be like what they was. They'll be down next year and things like that. They've got better players and players that are coming that done even better jobs. The way it's run is fantastic, and that's going to be a tough game. But we do normally give them a game, Leicester.
Apart from the last time we played them.
I can't remember the last time we played them.
I'll be honest, mate. The stats are well stacked against us. 1 win in our last 11 matches against them.
Hold on a minute. What sort of fucking question is this?
Go on.
I've seen that flash out about 3 times.
Right, how many pints can you drink, mate, as you've drunk 2 pints in an hour?
Well, I'm not sitting in a pub, and I've only got 2 bottles of beer that are 1.5, so really that's technically 3 pints. But I'm happy to go out and have a drinking session with you if you want, mate, because I'll go all night. Don't bother me.
But how can you put a number on it?
In an hour, sitting in a pub, I'll probably, I don't know, about 4 or 5.
The problem is it depends on the company you're keeping, because the more you're talking, the less you drink.
Oh yeah, saying that. I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? I usually have about 3 or 4, and then I go on to the old JD's grey. Look at him. Look, he loves it.
Put it up on screen.
It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be very tricky. We need to be about it. The thing is that we'll sit deep and try and catch them on a break, because we'll be worried about Vardy's pace going through. But they may sit deep as well, which may benefit us a bit. Because I think when you look at Antonio's a lot stronger and he bullies defenders.
We're set up exactly the same as we did against Wolves.
Yeah. But I think we'll still try and press them a bit higher, which could work in our favour. It's just how high the back line sit.
Because if we're going to press high, we've got to press the ball into Vardy.
Yeah, cut the supply.
If we're pressing high, they'll look for that ball over the top for Vardy. Yeah. So we've got to make sure we press that middle.
What you got to do is you got to get someone like Declan Rice just to go straight in on Vardy in the first couple of minutes. Won't get a booking for the first challenge and put one on him. Send him straight off.
But that's the thing with Vardy. You cut the supply. You cut the balls into him. That's the thing. That's where we've got to press the ball and make sure we do it together. The problem is if we don't press as a team, then we'll get ripped apart. We've got to be a unit. You've got to be, the back line's got to be a unit. The midfield's got to be a unit, and everybody's got to press together. Because if we don't, we'll get caught out massively. But as I said, I think Antonio has the ability to bully their defence.
Whoever loses anything, their forfeit must be they must sing Barbie Girl on show.
Mate, we'd do that anyway. We don't have to.
You ready, Brian?
Go on in.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Oh, you didn't do the first bit.
Come on, Barbie, let's go. Well, what is the first bit?
Hiya, Barbie. Hiya, Ken. Let's go for a ride.
Sure. Why's Barbie got a deep voice? Huh? Why's Barbie got a deep voice?
Well, she identifies now, Graham.
Because Barbie.
He went, hi, Barbie. Hello, Ken. That's how he went.
Ken, that's got laryngitis.
Yeah. I don't know. She hasn't had the lot. Anyway.
Right. So, this. Well, yeah, look. He said, evening, lads. Thanks for cheering me up tonight. I play Vets football in Norfolk and I broke my legs on Sunday. So you lot having a laugh has cheered me up this week. Cheers. Glad we've done that.
Speedy recovery.
Yeah, speedy recovery on the break. I've broke my leg before, so I know what that's like. So wish you a speedy recovery, mate.
Graham, what you should do is get in touch with Graham and organise a pre-season friendly next season.
Graham love.
You can't even get him to fucking drive to fucking Enfield, let alone Norfolk.
No, Graham loves a Beano, mate, so he'll be bang on there. Don't worry.
Mate, I remember we played Brighton away last season. We drew 1-1. We was walking through the back streets of Brighton, and I see Graham in the middle of the road. He didn't even go to the game, and I thought I was seeing things, and Graham was just standing there drinking a beer in the middle of the road
with me Hawaiian shirt on.
Yeah.
Ian Stevens donated £25. Thank you very much. Or $25. Sorry. Thank you very much, mate.
What the fuck's this comment?
What? Not that one.
Talking. Oh, says JK with his hasn't put a picture up. Oh, well done, JK. Mug.
Yeah. What are you watching for then?
Great show, not.
Yeah. Thanks for the viewing, you mug.
Yeah, great show, not. Yeah, I know that since the 90s. Fucking hell.
Yeah, well done. Hurry up, because mummy's coming home. Go and get in bed. Daddy left their laptop. Did Daddy leave their laptop on? Ah.
He must have figured out.
Daddy didn't leave you no money for Uber Eats. Oh. Bye bye.
Are you okay, Nicky? You look wrecked, mate. Mate, I haven't ate anything for a week. I've had a yogurt and a fucking
peach.
Yeah, had a yogurt and a bit of mash yesterday. Got no energy, man. I can't even lift my arms up. I'm like...
I've seen a lot of comments tonight. People saying, this makes their week, and it's a good laugh, and we have a good laugh doing it. And
I agree, Scott. Friday night is the night to do this show.
It's a great night to do this show, mate. Very great night. But that's it. It's look, we love doing it. We love getting together. We don't get together as much as we want to because of what's going on. So we love doing it, and seeing you guys comment and say that you're enjoying the show as well. We just tops off our week. So. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching what we do.
Nicky, you're not 100% tonight. I'm not 100%, mate. That's
listen.
Never a true word been said.
30% Nicky's worth tuning in for.
Oh fucking hell! I'm hurting. I can't. The thing is, you'll think it's like I'm being ignorant. I'm just sitting there like staring. People are saying I'm high. People are saying I'm not on it. It hurts to talk because I'm straining and it hurts my stomach. So.
I want to do this Friday night pint, and then I got high.
This must be killing you because we're sitting here having a laugh, and you can't laugh, can you?
No.
That's like
I've never seen Nicky laugh once ever since we've been doing this. In fact, I could see him sitting there thinking about saying about Gold, Sullivan, and Brady. No, Nicky laughs. He'll be back on form. He's just recovering. He'll be back on form.
I'm just a bit. It's not like
you watch him go on Sunday. He'll be all over the place.
No, it's not like thingy anymore. It's just that obviously I've got scars and all that sort of thing, cuts and whatever. But it's like imagine doing like 1 million sit-ups and then trying to move around. That's how I feel at the minute. It's just like
I know what you're saying, mate. I've done that this morning.
Then I got like because I got like I haven't had any
I'm winning 1,000,001, mate.
I can't really like What did I have done? I'm not saying what I had done.
Should we wrap it up? I think Nicky needs to go to bed.
Let's finish one last question here.
Do you know what? I knew Scott was going to pick that.
Rebecca Vardy, Colleen Rooney, or Louise Redknapp?
Louise.
Yeah,
I don't like the other two. I don't like the other two at all. I think they're a pair of fucking slags.
They speak very highly of you, Nicholas.
That's the tablets talking. Take no notice of it.
It's the morphine.
I honestly, I've never liked Colleen Rooney. I've never liked her.
Do you know what? Louise Redknapp seems like a really nice, nice lady. Really nice lady.
How is Colleen a slag bitch? No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just what we're saying.
It's the boost. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean she's a literal slag, but
she hooked her claws in saying that she saw going to promote her eye out, didn't she?
What, Gray? How long is your neck? You're like a dipper. What they call it?
Like a Cluedo piece, isn't I?
Yeah, you do look like a Cluedo piece.
Oh, this is a good question. This is a good question.
I just like to say I was more Shadow.
Jet, without a fucking shadow of a doubt, Jet was unreal.
Nah, Lightning.
Nah, Jet, man.
Jet, hands down.
Jet.
Hands down.
Well,
Jet.
I knew you was going to go Jet, so I'll go Lightning.
Graham?
Jet.
Wolf. Graham was like that. What was the referee's name?
All day,
You
You're
were on
on my
first
first whistle, eh?
Jet all day. Jet was unreal. Do you know what? I see a video of her in the other day. She fucking ain't bad now, man. She don't look that much different.
I used to love Gladiators. Such a good program. I used to love Gladiators.
Yeah, exactly, night, man. 3,
Yeah,
2, yeah.
that was good.
Gladiator, ready.
Look, GSB8, scariest film you guys have seen. Mine would probably be the West Ham season review, Avram Grant.
I don't remember when
Scariest film.
I was 16. Let's say Candyman. That shit me up a bit.
I ain't really seen anything that I can say.
I don't think films nowadays are scary but back in the old days, I remember as a kid, I remember sneaking downstairs and hiding and watching. You used to watch the TV. You know when you used to sneak downstairs and watch the TV on the sly. And I remember seeing Poltergeist, and that freaked the shit out of me. Do
you know what freaked me out when I was a kid? The film that I watched that I shouldn't have watched was Salem's Lot. And that freaked me out. And I tell you what bit freaked me out. You know the bit where the fucking kid's floating at the fucking window telling it to let him in. Fuck that freaked me out, man.
Do you know what? Poltergeist was one.
Yeah, Poltergeist was probably my first memory.
Yeah, when you think we were all quite young when the Exorcist. We weren't around when Exorcist came out, but when we would have watched things like Poltergeist, we were quite young.
Me and Nicky actually went to the cinema to see the Exorcist when they re-released it. It was about 98, wasn't it? 99, something like that, and we watched it. It weren't that scary, but yeah, Poltergeist.
The thing is with old films, I think they was more scary than the newer ones. The newer ones rely on loud sounds to scare you.
Yeah,
like you see something in the corner, and all of a sudden a violin is starting.
The thing I hate about
The Shining was scary.
That was a classic. I like the shot, yeah. But now, I'm Poltergeist. The geezer in, I think, the second Poltergeist as well, where he walks past singing, "God is in his holy temple." He was a bit of a freaky geezer, he was. In the second one. That was a weird one, that one. But, Yeah, Poltergeist, the older scary movies. I would have loved to watch some of them in the cinema. I watched Blair Witch in the cinema, and that freaked you out a bit.
Nah, see, I told them to fucking give me my money back.
That was so shit, that Blair Witch.
It was shit, but this is the thing. You see certain films in the cinema, they're a bit more intense than they are when you watch them on the telly or watch them on DVD.
Me and Jade went to see The Nun at the cinema. I've never fell asleep in a film before in my life. You know when you get about 20 minutes in, because with me when I watch a film, if I'm not the first 20 minutes, I have to be gripped to it. After that, I get bored. And I was watching it in the cinema, and literally, I just fell asleep. It was so shit. Nothing happened.
I've still not seen that yet. Still not seen it.
No, in fact, watch it, because if I had to suffer it, you have to suffer it as well.
Right, what was your scariest film?
Mine.
Go.
What? No,
it was either. Like I said, The Shining was quite.
Whoa,
scary. And, I saw Candyman at the pictures. That was pretty scary as well.
My darling, I've hungered for
the original Nightmare on Elm Street as well.
Yes,
Amityville was the first one. That was quite scary as well.
You know what I mean? It's just they don't scare me anymore. The films
No.
Just.
Do you know what? Right, the most embarrassing film I've ever watched that's given me nightmares. It's really weird how it gave me nightmares. Jeepers Creepers. Right, honestly, now bearing in mind, I was a kid when that was out, when that got released. I had nightmares about that film. I don't know why.
I'll tell you what. It was scary. I went to see. I see it at the theatre. The Woman in Black.
Oh, yeah, that was a good film.
That, that was scary.
Didn't you go and see? You was at the premiere of The Birds, weren't you? Over at Alfred Hitchcock.
No, I saw the original Frankenstein back in 1920.
He was that old bald vampire in the old day films where there weren't no sound.
Yeah, look,
piano music in the background.
this is a good one. Have you ever cried at a film? Do you know what?
Yeah.
I have. And do you know what film I cried at? Man on Fire, Denzel Washington.
Great film.
Great. When I cried on the plane ride when I was watching
Marley and Me.
Switch the telly off.
I looked over, I went to him, I turned around, Nicky was sitting next to me.
Watch that.
And I turned around, he had tears. Right. I went, what's that? He took I can't watch that. I went, what are you watching? He went, Marley and Me. Yeah, that is a sad film. But yeah, Man on Fire really got me. I don't know why. It was a great film.
No, that gets me, that one as a Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams.
Richard B, I cry at the end of every season.
I've never Green Mile, yeah.
Farmers.
Joe, I've never cried. I've never cried at a film. Never cried at film. I cried at TV programs, but never at a film.
Yeah, Rob, just fucking
TV programs you cry at.
Oh mate, no, this is lately. I think
EastEnders.
I don't watch that rubbish.
Wait, what are you talking about? Fucking don't make me come all the way to Loughton.
1917 was powerful. I'll tell you what, I watched that film when it first came out, man. 1917. That is a good film. If you ain't seen that, you got to watch that.
I've not seen it.
God,
that's one I'm going to watch.
I tip my missus. You know, on Saving Private Ryan. You know, at the end when he goes, "Tell me I'm a good man."
Yeah,
she's only got to see that bit, and she's off.
Where's she going?
See the rest of the film, just that one little bit.
What?
Do you know what though? I find like I cry a lot more now. Or I get tearful at a lot more things now, and I think it's when you have kids and nothing used to bother me. As soon as my daughter was born, I cry at everything now.
Yeah,
I cried at an episode of Alvin and the Chipmunks before, and I'm not joking either.
Joe, what's done it for me, right, is that since I've had boy, and since my brother passed, there's a lot more emotional things on TV that I watch now that sort of bring a tear to me I never used to. It's just, I think it's just things playing your mind psychologically that makes you remember certain things, and that's what does it.
Scott Bloggs, great name now. E.T. What a film that is. What a film.
Great film.
Classic.
Escaping the Rat Race UK says, say hi to my mate Chris who's watching next to me.
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Sitting next to Escaping the Rat Race UK. Thank you for the $1.99 donation.
Do you know what I Am Legend made me cry in the pictures?
I can't. Oh, that's the Will Smith one, isn't it?
Yeah, when his
dog got fit.
Yeah, that done me bad. That made me fucking weep.
Yeah, Scott cried when we sold Norway, and COYI and Elliot Lee.
I've lost that comment now. I can't hold it. Hold on.
Do you know what?
What's
the fire? It come back to life.
Titanic.
You know, one of them big fucking things that look like a fucking, I don't know what they look like a prawn, but a flying prawn. What are them things called? The one things with long legs. Daddy long legs?
A flying
crane fly. A crane fly.
Yeah. A flying prawn.
Flying prawn.
Yeah, they look like a flying prawn.
Flying prawn. They look like a daddy long leg spider. That's why they get called daddy long legs.
One of them. I squashed it and it come back to life and started flying off, so I had to squash it again.
GSB out says Joker was sad. That is quite a sad film when you look at it as a mental health issue.
I still haven't watched that. I wanted to watch that the other night, and for some reason didn't get around to it. I need to watch that film.
We all went pictures.
Toy Story 3. I cried in Toy Story 3. This was my daughter's first ever film that I took her to see cinema, and I cried when they're sliding down holding hands. I actually got tears in my eyes. I'm getting emotional now thinking about it. honestly, that is a sad scene because I love Toy Story. It's Disney Pixar, I love it, but Toy Story is.
Yeah, do you know what? Toy Story 3 done me. You know when
that's what we were just saying. Yeah, we were just saying that was my daughter's first film that I took her to see, and I'll never forget it. And I remember I was like, yes, man.
I was gutted because I enjoyed like the Disney films and Toy Stories and all that. And my niece was young enough to take to the cinema to watch the Toy Stories. Now she's too old, so the boy ain't into them type of films.
With you, mate. Don't worry. Nick,
I'd love them type of films.
Nick's asking, do I watch COYI? No, I don't watch COYI, mate. I'm EastEnders till I die.
Yeah, Nick Tucker Crosshammer says kid films are better than adult films. Yeah, they are actually, to be honest.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I do love. I'm a big fan of Disney, Pixar, and things like that, and I love Toy Story. And
I'm going through what Nicky went through with Cars at the minute. Cody's back on watching Cars and Cars 2, and it's like you end up knowing the Cars films word for word. Nicky feels my pain. I like it.
Oh, yeah, I've been there, mate.
Scott Blogg's biggest fear of mine's flying prawns. That's a t-shirt, mate. That's a t-shirt.
Flying prawns.
What's GSB out? Fear the flying prawns.
What's the thing you fear the most? Do you know what I fear? Do you know when people tell you about waking up in a bath and you ain't got no organs?
Mm.
That's what I don't like.
Yeah,
snakes and clowns for me.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of clowns. Nicky knows that. At that time when he sent that clown over to me, and I was going to chin it, but I don't like clowns. But I suppose the biggest fear is dying, isn't it? It's got to be. Fucking hate the thought of that. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into it because I'll start thinking about it all night. But just enjoy life.
I welcome death.
It's a short time. We're on this planet for a short time. Just enjoy it.
That's it. You got to enjoy it as much as possible. Because, like you said,
I don't understand why people fear death. I don't understand why they do.
Because the way I see it is that you're gone. That's it. You're gone. You're never coming back to the world. You're gone.
But that's what people say. Well, what's it going to be like when I die? Well, what's it like the fucking 200 billion years that you weren't here before? Did you know about it?
No, because now in my luck, I'll go to Evan and I'll support Evan United and it'll be owned by GSB and that'll be my luck.
Let's be honest. Death is the only thing that's guaranteed in life. So, you shouldn't really fear it.
We need a Nicky ASMR. But...
What's an ASMR?
Then people, my son listens to it all the time. It's like these people that make noises into the microphone, like they're fucking eating dank. And it's meant to make you feel relaxed. And then they start doing things like this. This is a bottle. We can go on and on about this bottle. Like that. And then they start going, can you hear it?
What the fuck's happening?
That's weird, man.
That's weird. That's what it's like. Quickly, to be honest.
That's what it's like. That's what it's like.
Right.
That's weird.
End the show.
All right.
My battery's going, so let's wrap it up.
Your what's going, Gray? Your battery. Battery. You've got a tree with bats in it.
Yeah.
Oh God, I got
your battery.
My battery.
Battery.
Right, hold on. Let's wrap it.
Water.
For joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's post Friday night pint. Thank you very much. You can join us. You can join us on our Patreon. If you check the link in the description down below, you can join us on Facebook and Twitter. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV, Twitter, and all the good stuff. Anything else from anyone else?
No, mate.
No.
You got these T-shirts. One of these. I've got one of these East London T-shirts with the River Thames on there. Ryan's got a BAC shirt on. Scott's got a. He's got saying on anyway, but you can.
You designed it.
Got one of our T-shirts on.
Yeah, he's got one of our T-shirts.
I haven't got a pint glass.
We'll get you on, Gray. We'll get you on. Do the shirts run true to size? They do. They run over true to size. So if you're a big lump like me, they come well up. There's flying prawns everywhere, man. Fuck off. They come well up, well good in well good sizes, mate. There's plenty of room in there. Don't worry about that. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us on this edition of Friday Night Pint. We'll be back over the weekend, of course, with all the Wolves content. You can check out the preview tomorrow morning.
Leicester content.
Leicester. Sorry, I'm behind.
You can't keep living off the Wolves result, Nicky.
We'll be here with all the Leicester content over the weekend. Join us for all the patrons can join us for the Breakfast Club. That's going to be an early one this week. It's going to be 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock because we're kicking off at 12. So
that's a proper Breakfast Club.
Yeah, it's a proper breakfast. I might even have some breakfast, some fucking dust. That's what I can eat.
just a plate of dust.
So thank you very much, guys. One thing left to say.
Come on, you.
Oh, goodbye, Scott.